Hello everyone, continuing with the trigonometrical ratios in 4 quadrants. In this video we will learn about the trigonometrical ratio of the angles in the third quadrant. See now, when we go to the third quadrant, this is the third quadrant, this is first, this is second, and this is the fourth one. We have the quadrant here. When we go to third quadrant, we find all those angles which are greater than 180 degree and less than 270 degree. Or we can say this is greater than pi, we can write this as 180. Or it is less than 270 or less than 3 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 minus theta or 270 minus theta. These are the angles we have in this particular quadrant. As we have been learning that if the radius vector or the revolving line moves in the anticlockwise direction to make an angle theta, and suppose OP is the position of this when it completes the angle theta. If we draw a perpendicular from here, PM, taking this OM as X, PM as Y and OP as R, we get the relation R equal to root of X square plus Y square, which is equal to OP. In case we want to go for the angle greater than 180 degree going to the third quadrant, suppose the revolving line moves from here, goes to the third quadrant, completing 180 degree and then making an angle theta. This is theta. You can see the position of this will be here. Suppose this is P dash. And if we draw a perpendicular from here, this is suppose M dash. Then you can very well see that this angle is already theta. These two triangles will be congruent to each other or not. Like we have been doing in the previous, we can write triangle OM dash P dash is congruent to triangle OMP. And if they are congruent, certainly we can say that OM dash will be equal to OM, that will be equal to X, but this is in negative direction, so we can say this will be minus X. And also we know that M dash P dash will be same as MP, that will be equal to Y. But it is in the negative direction here also, so we take this is minus Y. And when we find the value of the angles of 180 plus theta, the trigonometrical ratios for the angle of 180 plus theta, let's start. Like sine pi plus theta, or we say sine of 180 plus theta will be here. In this case, that will be M dash P dash upon OP dash, and that is equal to M dash P dash is minus Y, OP dash is R, because we know that the length of radius vector revolving line has to be same always, this is R. But if you see from here, Y upon R is sine theta, so this comes as minus sine theta. It means sine 180 plus theta is minus sine theta. And from the ASTC rule also we've learnt that sine in the third quadrant is negative, so we are finding the same thing here. When we go for cosine, cos of pi plus theta, or we say cos of 180 plus theta. See here, this is coming as OM dash upon OP dash, and this comes as OM dash is minus X upon R. And if we see here, X upon R is cosine theta, so this comes as minus cos theta. When we go for tangent of pi plus theta, or we say tan 180 plus theta, that here will be perpendicular upon base. May I write it like minus Y upon minus X? This minus and minus cancel, and this comes as Y upon X. And here we see Y upon X here is tan theta. So this is same as tan theta. quote cot pi plus theta, or we can say cot of 180 plus theta. Here is base upon perpendicular. Will it be minus x upon minus y? Here also minus minus cancel. This comes as x upon y. And here we find x upon y is cot theta. So we find tan theta and cot theta both are positive. And from the ASTC rule also we find that tan theta and cot theta for the angles theta in the third quadrant are positive. Rest all are negative. And so on, we will find sec of pi plus theta, or we can say sec of 180 plus theta. Sec is hypotenuse upon base. That will be here r upon minus x, which we can say minus r upon x. And you see r upon x here is sec theta. So this is minus sec theta. When we go for cosec for pi plus theta, or we say cosec of 180 plus theta is equal to here r upon minus y, or we can say minus r upon y, and r upon y if you see here is cosec theta. So this comes as minus cosec theta. Like this we can find out the trigonometrical ratios for the angle of 180 plus theta. See now, when we go for the angle of 270 minus theta, or 3 pi by 2 minus theta, 270 degree minus theta, if it degrees. See, revolving line moves from this original position or starting position by 270 minus theta. It means this angle will be theta. You can see this is theta. Then this will be 270 minus theta, or we say 3 pi by 2 minus theta. In that case, this will be equal to r. This is your p dash. And if we draw the perpendicular, the same way we find this is m dash, and hence we can find it. But there is one more method we can make use of that. We can find sine of 3 pi by 2 minus theta, or we say sine of 270 minus theta can be written as sine of 180 plus 90 minus theta. May I write or not? And we have just now seen sine 180 plus theta is minus sine theta. So we can write this as minus sine of 90 minus theta. Just now we have seen here sine of 180 plus theta is equal to minus sine theta. We have made use of that. And we also know sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. So we can write this as minus cos of theta. It means sine 270 minus theta, or 3 pi by 2 minus theta is minus cos theta. When we go for cosine, cos of 3 pi by 2 minus theta or cos of 270 minus theta will be same way cos of 180 plus 90 minus theta we can write. And we know cos of 180 plus theta, just now we have seen cos 180 plus theta is minus cos theta. So we find here this is minus cos of 90 minus theta, and we know cos 90 minus theta is sin theta, so it becomes minus sine of theta. So we have seen that cos 270 minus theta is equal to minus sine theta. Similarly, finding other trigonometrical ratios, we can go with tan 3 pi by 2 minus theta or tan 270 minus theta will be equal to plus cot theta. If we go for cot of 3 pi by 2 minus theta or cot of 270 minus theta, that will be equal to plus tan theta. And when we go for sec of 3 pi by 2 minus theta, or we say sec of 270 minus theta, that will be equal to minus cosec theta. And cosec 3 pi by 2 minus theta, or we say cosec of 270 minus theta will be equal to minus sec theta. So first thing we have seen here, ASTC rule is followed. And second thing what we are finding, like in 90 minus theta and 90 plus theta, the trigonometrical ratios were interchanging. Same is here in 270 minus theta, also they are interchanging. Sine is changing in cos, cos changing in sine. So we can remember it like this also, but the only thing is we have to see the sign of the trigonometrical ratio for these all the angles which are lying in the third quadrant. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any doubt or comments, leave them in the comment box and I'll get back to you.